Hello, thank you so much for joining us today, and Grace. According to Joyce Meyer, a Christian author and speaker, she says that the best gift you can give to the world and your family is a healthy you. Joining us today is Tim Garrett. He is a corporate wellness specialist and is going to tell us how to develop healthy habits. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you, Grace. Wonderful to be here. It's exciting.
Thank you. One of my 2018 goals is to actually have a healthy habit. And I'm so happy you're here because you're going to give me tips and also viewers. So what do you have to say?
So, all right. Tell me a little bit more about your goal. When you want to install some healthy habits into your life this coming year, and you want to increase that, whatever it is, tell me the details.
Okay. Basically, I hate exercising. So really, I don't like exercising. So I started by telling myself every morning I have to give myself 50 jumps. Like I have to do that and then increase it. I started by telling myself, and then now I do that. Every morning I have to jump 50 times, and great, I've started. And I have reduced my KFC intake. Really,
Oh, wow,
I'm
fantastic.
serious. I have really reduced my KFC intake. So I want to start taking fruits.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's how I've started.
Great. Okay, so let me distill that. So, unless I'm wrong, tell me if I'm off track. You want to move more and eat healthier. Does that sum it up, or is there any extra elements to it?
Basically that's it. I don't want to have so many goals and then find it so hard to accomplish it. So I'm just going to start slowly.
Super. And I know we're on a kind of a short, snappy video here for the viewers, but why don't you tell me the reasons why you want to achieve that? Tell me emotionally, as possible, why it's important for you and how it can help you achieve your goals in your life or further your mission, because I know you've got some exciting things that you want to do and you're really passionate about helping people. So how does it help?
Okay, first of all, I want to look fit.
Great.
Yeah, I'm a motivational speaker, so I always have to look fit. It's not a rule to look fit as a motivational speaker, but that's a rule for me.
Great.
Secondly, I just believe it to help my health. And thirdly, I want to make my parents proud that, so yeah.
Wonderful. So I hear a lot of very, very good intentions in there, and I hear some the wonderful kind of deep-seated reasons. Although you used fairly normal words to explain it, I really feel the meaning behind that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's wonderful. Okay, so let me get back on track and think about what advice to give you.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's tons of advice. I mean, we could talk for probably 3 or 4 hours on exercise and diet, but let me give you a bit of an overview. Very simply, if your schedule permits, it's a good idea to try and aim for 3 to 5 hours of exercise a week. But a strategy that you've got where you just do 10, 15, 20 minutes a day is also fantastic.
Okay.
Getting yourself up and moving. You're doing something that's primarily cardiovascular based, so working heart and lungs, so that's great. Many, many benefits from it. For example, the mitochondria, which are the energy and respiration cells in the lungs where you create energy, they can increase their effectiveness by, I think, 10,000% in as little as 6 weeks. So that gives you an idea of what fantastic results you can achieve. And over 6 weeks, it's just incredible the differences you can feel, especially when that's consistent. So later on, I'd really recommend that you add some kind of pure, whether it's a circuit or whether it's purely weights, element into your workout, because that's a great way of raising your metabolism for a really long time.
Okay.
When you do resistance work, you can raise your metabolism for 72 hours afterwards. That means you're burning calories for a whole bunch of time after the workout. Whereas with cardio, with what you're doing at the moment, you might raise your metabolism for 6 hours, but you still burn a lot of calories during that resistance workout. So that's a very effective element to add in maybe at a later stage. Would you like me to talk about diet? Because I can go on forever.
Yeah.
Sure, okay. So it's kind of hard to distill it, but let me try and do that. I would recommend some key things. So I would recommend eating regularly.
Okay.
It's really important to eat every 4 hours as a maximum gap between a meal. Maximum. Really critical, and you know why. So it seems interesting to you. Let me tell you why. Your body starts to eat into itself, so it kills itself because you're not getting enough nutrients, because your body can't store the nutrients in the liver for that long. For example, glycogen, especially if you've got thyroid issues. you haven't, but a lot of people have. So when those glycogen stores in the liver depleted, then you have to destroy your muscle tissue to do that. But to destroy the muscle tissue in the first place, which is obviously damaging, you need to produce the stress hormones cortisol, adrenaline, prolactin and serotonin, which is actually also a stress hormone. And when you overproduce those stress hormones, that can cause a degenerative stress syndrome and make things worse. So that's incredibly important. And eat a Paleolithic diet. So overall, you're eating food that a caveman or cavewoman would have eaten. So we're looking at meats, vegetables, fish, fruits, good quality fats and good quality oils.
Okay.
There's 2 tips that I think would be great. Any questions so far?
Okay. Like I said, I've reduced my KFC intake.
Yes.
What I do is I celebrate it by taking it once or twice a week. So is that wrong, or I should just totally stop it?
You know, if you've got some kind of disease, cancer or diabetes or something that's quite severe, you should aim to stick to the plan 100% of the time. But if you're a normal person, a good rule that I like to go by is 80-20. So 80% of the time be good to yourself, and 20% of the time you could handle abuse, which is really what having something like KFC is. I have all sorts of things that are abusive, so I'm not perfect myself. But so yeah, 80-20 is a great rule. You break that down, how does that work in real life? Let's say you have 10 meals.
Okay.
2 could be cheat meals, bread, KFC, McDonald's, whatever that may be, and 8 would be mostly Paleolithic as a general guideline.
Okay. So is there any specific exercise I can do to lose weight drastically?
So the first thing is you wouldn't want to lose weight drastically unless you've got some kind of competition coming up, fitness model type thing or a wedding.
Okay.
Then there are strategies, but you really want to do it in a healthy way. The last thing you want to do is cut calories right down and start skipping meals, because that will have honestly very detrimental long-term effects if you're not very lucky, and I really mean that, very lucky. So that can have a problem with hormone balance, lowering progesterone, increasing stress hormones, and then your whole body starts to degenerate. So I don't like calorie cutting diets. You can sometimes do the odd day when you cut calories right down. So you have just hot water every 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's a good strategy. But you would only do that maybe once a week. You do that during the day while you're awake. You have tea temperature water, about this much, quarter of a mug, and you have it every 30 minutes. And that can mobilize the fat cells and wash them out of the body, as well as some of the toxins. That can be very useful. But if you're eating a Paleolithic diet and you're exercising, if you want to go crazy, 7 days a week,
Okay.
that can work really well for some fast weight loss. We're talking, depends, for you it wouldn't be 2 kilos a week. For someone that's overweight, they could lose 2 or 3 kilos of body fat a week. For you, you might be able to lose, I don't know, half. It depends, we haven't talked about how much body fat you want to lose, but maybe half a kilo, maybe a kilo a week, if you were doing that kind of system.
Thank you so much. I have really gained from what you said, and I'm sure the viewers have gained as well. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.
My pleasure, thank you.